Anthony, we've heard of a lot of different scams here and things. What other things might we look for?
I think it's important, we mentioned, just to be self-aware of the situation. These crooks are going to try to gather the information in a number of ways. Eavesdropping is a big way. When you're at an ATM, be self-conscious if somebody's behind you. Shoulder surfing, looking over your shoulder, trying to gather PIN numbers. That's another way people gather information. But again, through consumer education, I think we can at least raise the bar and make it much more difficult for the crooks to take the information.
There's a term called skimming, which is, frankly, I hadn't heard until fairly recently. Explain to us, Larry, what skimming is and how they do it.
Well, Paul, I brought a couple things, a scanner, a skimmer, and a parasite that has a skimmer attached. Now,
that's amazing.
This scanner could be easily attached to the monitor here. This parasite, what the Secret Service has seen, is that this can be attached or placed over top an ATM machine, and it could have the skimmer or the scanner. And when the customer swipes his card looking to get money out of the ATM machine, something may come across the screen as not operable, out of order, please come back later. And actually that customer has already given the fraudster his credit card information off the back of his card.
This is the interesting one here.
The skimmers come in various sizes. They are sold for legitimate purposes as well as fraudulent purposes. Now, this skimmer was taken from a waiter who, after making a transaction, he also palmed the scanner and swiped your card or a customer's card and downloaded the credit card information onto the skimmer. Now, this size of skimmer will hold about 120 to 150 credit cards or credit card information. And then he simply sells that to someone that knows what to do with it, but they in turn will download it to either a laptop or a personal computer and then sell it online or even produce the credit card. So we've seen pretty sophisticated credit card scams that deal with identity theft.
Now my favorite topic, dumpster diving. I just love the term. The alliteration is great there, huh? Alex? Dumpster diving.
Oh, that is defined as someone who will literally go through your garbage. And we throw all our financial documents out, the statements from the bank that we get, our insurance company information, other sensitive information. We just read them and then we throw them out. And dumpster diving is when people later on go to your garbage while you're at work and take all this information, retrieve it, clean it up, and then use it. What can we do to combat that? Yeah. Obviously, tear it up, shred it, shred, tear it up, and make sure you read it, first of all. As Anthony was saying, I think when you get your statements, you want to go through it to make sure that there are no unauthorized purchases that have been made against your account. But once you read it, if you're going to throw it out to the garbage, make sure you shred it. That's very, very important.
If I could build on one thing that Alex was just saying, he mentioned read your statement. Most credit unions and banks give you online access to your accounts. So rather than having to wait till the 10th of the next month, you can go online every few days and take a look at the transactions you've just done. It's going to cut down on a lot of time and expense related to identity theft. So it might be something consumers want to take a look at.
And they don't have like 30 days to work your account where you can check it every day.
And greatly cut down the time.
Larry, I have this question for you now. From the dumpster to the electronic highway, and we just alluded to it with Anthony here, the internet and something called phishing, this is with a PH, are raising concerns, aren't they?
Yes, Paul, I think that everyone has seen something on their personal computer that is phishing, and it basically is brand spoofing. It's just like phishing for real fish, and that the fact is the fraudster is looking for someone to bite. And if they are successful 2 out of every 10 times in a phishing site, then they feel that they are successful. What users need to be aware of is they need to check the URL or the IP address of the sender to see if it matches up with the known address of your bank or an online auction or wherever site that you're looking or that was being spoofed or phished.
On the point of phishing, I have my suggestion for our viewers out there is that when you do get an email and it has a logo from your bank, asking for your account number, just delete it. Just delete it.
And they'll find, if it's
just
significant enough, they'll find you.
Delete it, because no bank or financial institution will email you asking for reconfirmation of your account numbers. They know you. They know your account numbers. You don't have to confirm anything. Just delete it.
The federal government will not email you and tell you that you're
Right.
not in compliance with the Patriot Act and you need to provide your Social Security number.
Right.
This will not happen.
Right.
There is one thing also I was going to mention. It's similar to phishing, and it's just a widespread problem. Con artists will use a variety of scams that probably play on the lesser of our angels, greed, and it goes a little something like this. Paul, you are a lucky man today. You are inheriting $100,000 or you've won a lottery. You're going to get $250,000, but here's the deal. We have some taxes up front, and we just need $500. If you give us $500, we're going to give you $100,000. Or maybe it's not $500. Maybe it's your Social Security number because, well, we just need to fill out some paperwork on our end. If you see offers like this, the old saying is still a good one. If it looks too good to be true, it likely is. And it's just another way that crooks are trying to get your personal information.
So lottery scams in that form, are there any other nuances to that?
You know that old saying, follow the money?
Yes.
And show me the money? Well, one of our most vulnerable groups are seniors. Usually that's our largest affluent group in our society because they've had many years to build up wealth. And that's who these con artists, as everyone knows on this panel, like to follow. And so we ask our seniors to please be very, very careful on who you talk to and deal with. If it's too good to be true, don't believe it.
Right.